Hello, internet. Fallout 6. Welcome to the super duper boring mining video. It had to come. Because I got to get me better armor than cactus armor. It's not that good. Fire defense is not going to help you kill a brain. A giant brain, eyeballs, do a lot of damage. Called the brain of Cthulhu. Well, it's not, for all we know, it could be the brain of, I don't know, Cthulhu Jr. Cthulhu's, I don't know, uncle. We don't know. They never said anything about that. Yeah, I'm gonna be mining the entire video. So sit back, relax, listen to my voice, and hopefully you're not bored to death by me mining. Because I can't do anything about it. I have to mine eventually, you know. I just have to. Anyway, I'm gonna address a problem that's been occurring in, well, most of my videos. Basically, in certain parts, around 5-minute intervals, there would be short pauses in the video. That is a technical limitation because of the recording software I have to use. Only lets me make videos 4 minutes and 59 seconds long. Meaning I have to use editing software and combine 3 of those to make a almost 15-minute long video. It takes longer than it should, but at least it works. And yes, I have tried to get an Elgato lately because I have enough money. But I have to wait for it to be shipped, apparently. About the 15th of March. As in 9 days from when I'm making this voiceover right now. Because Matthew McConaughey couldn't be the only one to do voiceovers with his Lincoln. But I don't have a Lincoln. I just have a full set of cactus armor and a hood. And I'm digging straight down. And yes, I know, I'm not supposed to be digging straight down. Just like Minecraft. Terraria, you do not dig straight down. There could be lava. Or a big random cave. You fall in. Unless you got a horseshoe. Like a lucky horseshoe, an obsidian horseshoe, or wings. Or some other item. You'll probably die. Or take a lot of damage. Unless it's like, I don't know, 5-block fall. Around there. I don't know, I say about like, I don't know. I say about 12 blocks at least. For no damage, and yeah. Yes, I know I'm making a huge new mistake by going all the way up. I'm going all the way down. Stop touching any ropes. I'll be doing it later. Or platforms. I like my ropes. Yeah. I'd also talk about a few things. Like differences between the Crimson and the Corruption. One big difference is the altar graphics. As you can see to my right now, there is a Crimson altar. And of course, Corruption altars, they look different. I'll talk about that in whenever I go after the Eater Worlds, because yes, I'll be doing it in this Let's Play with the same character. And no, I won't be crafting any armor or any Crimson armor until I kill the Eater World and the Brain of Cthulhu. Then I'll do it. Other than that, there's a lot of other differences, like enemies. Corruption has mainly flying and worm type enemies, while Corruption has a bit more variety. Has flying enemies, has I don't remember the name of it, but like the spider enemies, and yeah, there's the place I made the arena right there. Yeah, I get the spider enemies. I'm sorry, I forgot what they're called. I got the face monsters, which are pretty much zombie equivalents, and Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, they're the face monsters, which are the zombie equivalents of the Crimson. They also have Chimeras, which are pretty much Eaters of Souls. You know, pretty much the Crimson equivalent to a corruption enemy. Corruption enemies got Devourers, the Eater of Souls enemies I just mentioned. I mean, other than that, not many pretty hard enemies. Basically what I'm saying is the corruption is easier. Basically, get an area with purple grass or trees with purple leaves, you got the corruption. If it has red grass and red leaves, you got the crimson. The crimson, even though it's the harder of the two surviving, it gets you the better items. Well, we're talking about from killing the boss. But for killing the boss and the corruption, you get about the same, and you get about the same thing. It's just kind of another equivalent, but instead of giving you an awesome or pretty good health regen boost and a little bit more defense, it gives you a melee and movement speed boost. The speed boost, the movement speed boost is set bonus. Of course, the health regen is the set bonus for Crimson armor. And of course, the corruption armor is shadow armor, unless you count the wooden armors. Of course, would be Evanwood and Shadewood for the corruption and crimson, respectively. Yeah. Let's see what else. The corruption boss, the Eater Worlds, which is basically a really long worm with 50 segments. You gotta kill all 50 segments, I'm pretty sure. It's easier to kill than the Reign of Cthulhu, but Reign of Cthulhu can kill you faster, but gets you better items, pretty much. Yeah. And we also talk about the demon orbs and the shadow orbs and the demon hearts. I get them confused. Corruption has the shadow orbs, which get you the musket, the shadow orb of pet, the Bilethorn, which is a personal favorite of mine, and the Ball of Hurt, which is a flail. Pretty good. I personally like flails. There's a high knockback, and they're pretty much like oversized yo-yos, but with more knockback, and they're more affected by gravity. Whereas the Demon Hearts, on the other hand, I give you the Undertaker, which is a pistol. It shoots faster than the musket, but deals less damage and has less knockback. It can also give you the some staff, I don't remember the name, that basically spawns a blood cloud anywhere on the screen, depending on where your cursor is, that rains down blood, and if an enemy gets hit by the blood, they take damage. Personally, it's less effective for me, because the rain on the clouds can only attack. It can only rain downwards, obviously. While the Bilethorn can be aimed in pretty much any direction, and can go through walls. It also deals more damage per hit, and has a higher knockback once again. I was talking about the Bilethorn a little bit later. That, instead of getting the flail, you get a spear called the Rod Fork. I'm pretty sure, because everybody uses it against the Reign of Cthulhu as a personal favorite of some people. It is good, but it's pretty much like a slightly longer generic spear with more damage. Slightly more damage. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. And also different graphics. And you don't find it in a random chest. Be lucky. So anyway, yeah. Yay, next boss. Whoopity-doo. So yeah, as I was saying, I was gonna talk a little bit more about the Thorn. Personal favorite of mine. Been around since 1.1. Because, you know, that's when the corruption was around. Thorn's a pretty good weapon. Deals a good amount of damage. It goes through walls, as I said earlier. Also goes in directions. And any direction that your cursor pointed. Once again, like I said earlier. In fact, it's so good. It's useful until you get the hard mode. If a hard mode weapon, if a pretty hard mode weapon is useful until hard mode, you know it's good. Just one problem. I also forgot to mention that it is a magic weapon, so it uses mana. It's great for any mage character. So yeah, if you want to do a mage playthrough, I recommend using it. In fact, it's useful against almost anything, you know, before hard mode, except for being a dungeon guardian, all flesh, and yeah, a few other enemies, mainly enemies that are in the underworld. And of course, obviously, the dungeon guardian, since it doesn't take any knockback, and you'd probably die before you get to kill it with the Vile Thorn. So yeah. Anyway, I mean, other than that, there are other differences. So not talk about those because it pretty much just like block differences, graphics differences. Yeah. Also, obviously, basically in the corruption there are these big chasms that are everywhere, and if you fall in one, there's a good chance you might die. Once again, unless you cling to the sides. Cling to the sides, you'll usually be fine. And right here is where I saw some slush right above the gold, so I wouldn't get smacked in the face by it. So yeah. Of course, at the bottom there is a cavern, which is where most of your demon altars, and right below that is where all your shadow orbs are. Of course, with Crimson, on the other hand, you get, you know, things that are things called heart chambers, which are obviously shaped like a heart, hence the name. Unlike the chasms in the corruption, it isn't automatically a straight downward fall. In fact, you have to go through a cavern, and then when you get to the heart, or should I say center, that's where the big drop is. And here I obviously found a life crystal. Sorry, I was about to say heart crystal. I think it was Legend of Zelda. God, I'm an idiot sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, see what else. Also, a little tip for anyone who likes to go fishing in the game. You want to get a pickaxe that's as strong as the best pickaxe before hard mode, the molten pickaxe, but faster. Head to the ocean and farm for a while. If you're lucky, you'll get a rawhide hammerhead shark or something like that. The pickaxe, it's basically a slightly faster version of the multi pickaxe. Basically meaning you can mine through any block before hard mode, which is, I'd say, worth it. But I don't know if I'm gonna go fishing in the game. Yeah, like I'm obviously gonna go after Burning Cthulhu eventually, and the Eater Worlds. Queen Bee, I guess I'll do it. King Slime, I'm not gonna waste my time, since King Slime, all he really does is just give you an outfit, and 1.2.4 isn't out, which is where he gives you the actual useful stuff. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Subscribe, leave a like,